doing? How we doing? Nah, don't get scared now. Welcome to Larry's World, mother truckers. Yeah. Guys, I'm home for a few days. But then I'm going to be right back on the road doing God's assignment. I'm home for a few days, my wife and I. But then we'll be right back out on the road. So that's why you see the microphone. But you know what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to sing happy birthday to anybody born in the month of October. Gonna lead it off in the prayer, and I'm gonna get the topic off. All right, let's get it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's for anybody born in the month of October. Extra prosperity over your life today. But if you're not living right, it's in vain. I can wish all these blessings over your life all day long, but if you're not living right, it's not going to matter. You must be in alignment for these breakthroughs to come through. Now, we're going to go ahead and open this thing up in a prayer, then I'm going to get the topic off. All right, now I want y'all to bow your heads, close your eyes with me, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, Lord, but you let us see it anyhow. Lord, there's a lot of broken people out there today, Lord. I ask that you would bring them to you today, Lord. I'm on here. I'm a prophet of yours today, Lord. I'm in your assignment. I'm doing what you asked me to do today, Lord. There's a lot of people who has sold their souls to the devil today, Lord. I ask that you will reverse that thing around. Reverse it around today, Lord. Let them sell their souls over to you today, Lord. And as always, you just gave me a very serious download. You put it in my mental. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, I got it. Ding! Download. You put it in my heart, and it's going to be released from my vocals today, Lord. Hey, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a phone call to the man upstairs. 1-800 Jesus. Jesus, what's going on, baby? Chit, 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 chit. Jesus Christ, save my life. Chit, 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 chit. Jesus Christ, my God. Oh, that's a good topic. Yes, sir. Let me write that down. It's going to step on some toes. Okay, you already told me don't worry about stepping on toes. Be like Kurt Franklin and stomp. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Peace. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, too. Thank you, sir. Love you. Bye. One. YouTube family. I got a good old topic. Today's topic is going to be external world into internal world. Larry, what do you mean by that? Can you elaborate on that? Y'all, we have two different worlds that we live in. We can either live in the external world or the internal world. External is the outside, following trends of everybody else. It's up to you what you want to do, y'all. A lot of us like to have an external world. We like to follow worldly trends, do what everybody else doing. A lot of people, it's very few people in the world who like to be in the internal world. The internal world is falling in alignment with Christ, doing what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of times, y'all, a lot of people get in this tricky situation where it almost feel like everybody else is doing wrong, so I should be doing wrong. But that's not the case. You need to fall in alignment with Christ, do what you're supposed to be doing. Let's get some of these shout outs in. Pig Whisper, what's going on? My friend Jamal went skinny dipping in the lake, got bit right on the BBC by some weird fish. Doctor says he's not allowed on a jerk for 6 months at least, plus that put a flea collar on his 12. That's crazy. His pig. Okay, man, we'll pray about that thing, man. We'll pray about it. Paul Whisper, I'm glad to have you on here today. We're going to pray about it. But yeah, man, a lot of people, y'all, what I want y'all to understand, Paul Whisper, do me a favor too, man. Hit that like, share, subscribe to my channel, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. That way when I drop these vids, you'll be the first to be notified. All of you guys, share this content with somebody. See, a lot of us, we look very good on the inside. I mean, we look good because we look, you might see a woman, oh man, she's stacked up like buttermilk pancake. You might like what you see. You know, she might look like she got everything going on, but in the inside, she's messed up. She tore up to the floor. She tore up to the floor. You're a good pastor. I'm a like and sub. I greatly appreciate that. I'm a prophet of Jesus Christ. Thank you for joining me today, man. Thank you. But a lot of us, y'all, we are caught up in the external. I mean, a lot of us are caught up in the external world. We got to get out of this right here. We want to follow the world's trends. Everybody want to blow up. Everybody want instant gratification. Nobody really believes in putting in hard work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a part of the external world. Nobody wants to be in the internal world. The internal world is when you're doing things without the applause. You know, you're doing things without recognition. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that you do in the dark when no one is looking. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. Being a part of the internal world, is doing things when ain't nobody looking in the dark. That's internal, but we're doing external, y'all. Those are things that we're doing that's a part of this world. You know, everybody want to blow up quick on Instagram. Everybody want to blow up quick on TikTok. They want to drop one video and they want to be a part of the external world. No one, there's not too many people who want to be a part of the internal world, because being a part of the internal world, you're going to be looked down upon a lot. What do I mean by that? When you follow in Christ or when you're in his assignment, that's a part of the internal world. Internal. You're in here. You're in alignment with him. So a lot of people are not gonna see that. Let's see. Get big threatening to find another brother from the hood. Okay. Nice 34 573. What's going on with you? No, I don't. I got Jesus Christ for you. That's the only drug I got. Jesus Christ is my drug. That's it, baby. That's it. That's it, baby. We got to stop thinking that the problem that I see, y'all, in the world is, like, everybody I know, when I started this YouTube channel, a lot of people were saying, well, why don't you put go on Instagram and try to blow up quick? Listen, y'all, everybody, no, you got to do stuff the old fashioned way. Sometimes you got to just grind. Everybody want to, put your video on TikTok, put it on Instagram, put it on this platform, put it on Instagram, put it on Snapchat. I'm going to put my video on one platform. That's too much clout chasing, y'all. We got to stop doing this. Stop looking for a lot of clout chasing. Yes, it is a sin, to answer your question. That is a big sin. You asked. So yes, I'm telling you that is a sin. And I don't knock you and I don't doubt what you're doing. I mean, I'm not being judgmental, but you asked me a question. To answer your question on that, nice 573, yes, being gay is a sin. Yes, being gay is a sin. You need to repent right now to Jesus Christ. Right, whatever you've done in your past, we're not talking about what you've done in your past, but if you're currently living that lifestyle right now, you're not going to get into the pearly gates. What's the pearly gates? You're not going to get in heaven being bisexual. I don't knock you, but you're asking me, and I'm sitting up there telling you. So you ask. So yes, that is a sin. You're supposed to like the same sex, but I'm not knocking you. I'm simply answering the question that you just asked. Yes, being bisexual is a sin. I'm going to say it again. Yes, being bisexual, liking the same sex, is a sin. It is a sin. Okay? It's a sin. To answer your question on that. I'm not knocking you. Teach his own. Whatever you do, you do. I'm not knocking you, but you simply asked me a question, and I'm simply clearing that up. But we got to stop looking at the external world. See, a lot of things, y'all, everybody look good when they're a part of the external world. When you're doing everything like everybody else, of course you're going to look good. It looks good because you're doing something like everybody else. But see, when you're a part of the internal world, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. I'd much rather be a part of the internal world, which is following Jesus Christ, standing in alignment with him, than being a part of the external world. Everybody want to, you might be in a group of somebody that might like to smoke weed every day, drink, go to the club, strip club. This is most people's problem. That's part of the external world. But when you fall in alignment with Jesus Christ, that's internal. This is internal. This is inside. This is something that that we're doing to follow him. Now, internal and external could be two different things, because it could be good and bad, because external could be bad as well, because you can look good on the outside. And in the inside, you can be tore up to the floor up. So if you see a good looking guy, you're looking at how good he look on the outside. Oh, he got big muscles, he's chiseled, he in good shape. He got a nice car, but inside he could be messed up. So we got to stop looking at the external and internal. Like I said, external could be good and bad. A lot of people like to follow the external path. A lot of people in life like following in the external path, doing what everybody else doing, blowing up on YouTube real quickly. I'm gonna throw up one video and I'm just gonna blow up. Nobody believes in putting in the hard work. Internal. Nobody believes in internal. Internal, y'all, it's going to look like you're not getting there as quick when you're a part of the internal world. External makes you look like something that you're not. This could be a good and bad thing. Like I said, some stuff can look good on the outside to be tore up in the inside. It's goods and bad to be an internal and external, like I just explained to you guys. Some Mosty, what's going on with you? How you doing today? Have you ever tried the neck size down on your shirt thing? No, sir. I like them nice and tight. So workout shirt's supposed to be tight. Show off all your muscles. No, I don't want to go down in size. It is a shirt, a workout shirt. Noah 707, Cal, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a great and marvelous day. Great and marvelous day. Listen, don't be a part of this external world, which means doing everything that you see everybody else doing. I think a lot of people, y'all, even adults, I think a lot of people, here's the problem that I see, okay? The problem that I see in this world, okay, is that a lot of people, they see a lot of people doing external things, drugs, smoking weed, crack. So when you see wrong being done so much, it makes a lot of people think, well, maybe that I should be, maybe what they're doing is right. You ever see somebody doing right so much, doing wrong so much, it make you feel like what you're doing is wrong? That's the problem that I see in this world. That's the problem that I see in this world. Yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I am a Christian. Some Masti 7411. If I'm messing your name up, please charge to the head and not the heart. Yes, I am a Christian. I'm a Baptist. But just so you know, Christians make some mistakes, because I need to let y'all know that, because a lot of people think, oh, he doing this, he doing that. Listen, no one is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Okay? So I'm going to clear that up right now. So how long have you been a Christian or been, following Christ? That's a good thing. You give me a second. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, I do celebrate Christmas. Give me a little, come on, you keep talking. I'm just drinking my little protein shake. Went to the gym this morning. But here's the thing, man. I feel like a lot of these holidays does not have to be celebrated on that particular day. Like Easter, that's when Jesus rose from the dead and all of that. We don't have to wait for these holidays to celebrate these holidays. We don't have to wait to celebrate these holidays when the holiday come around, is what I'm trying to say. Christmas is a time where we shouldn't be waiting to give gifts. This is something we should be doing every day. Thanksgiving, y'all, is when you're thanking God for what you have. Thanksgiving. This could be something that could be done every day. But yet we wait until one calendar year. We wait till the end of the year to do this. We don't have to do this right here. We don't have to wait until the end of the year to celebrate these holidays or whenever they come around. Brad, what's going on with you? How we doing this day? How we doing on this great and marvelous Monday? November, what's today's date? November 3rd, 2025. How we doing today, y'all? Is Halloween a real holiday? Because there's like demon and stuff. No, that's not, in my opinion, no, that's not a real holiday. That's not a holiday. I don't even know why. That's a man-made holiday, in my opinion, because I don't see nowhere. Now, I don't knock nobody who celebrate this holiday, but to me, this is a man-made holiday. Now, I'm getting a little off topic here, but when you guys come in and ask questions, I'm going to answer back, okay? No, I feel like that's a man-made holiday. Most of these holidays, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, most of these holidays are for people, they want to make money, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they want you to go buy these big gifts. It does not take all of that. It does not take all of that. You don't have to go bankrupt. Breaking the bank to buy gifts for everybody. Most of these people that we buying these gifts for, what I want y'all to understand, they don't give a rat's ass about us anyway. So I don't understand why as individuals we like to go and spend all of our hard-earned money on people who we don't even care about like that, or don't even care about us. That's crazy. We gotta stop doing that. These jokers don't even care about us. They don't even care about us. So why are we doing that right there? That's another thing. We're trying to be a part of the external world. You got a man dressed up in a red suit on. He get more credit than Jesus Christ. The parents don't even get no credit. You giving thanks to Santa Claus. Jesus Christ should be number one. And then the parents, we the one buying the stuff. Yes, I'm being a Scrooge. Whatever you want to call it. Santa Claus didn't buy a damn thing. Jesus Christ woke us up and let the parents were able to go to work to make that money to buy stuff for the kids. It ain't no Santa Claus. I'm on here bust your bubble. It ain't no Santa Claus. Jesus Christ is the Santa Claus. And then your parents, he allowed your parents to wake up. So no, I'm not giving no credit to no Santa Claus. No, sir. The devil is a lie. The truth is not in him. I hate to be a Scrooge or whatever you want to call it. Okay, what are my thoughts? I'm sorry about that. Nice 34573. What are my thoughts on Muslims? I mean, like I said, man, I love everybody the same. Nice. I don't treat nobody no different because of their religion, their sex. If they like a man like another man, I'm not gonna treat no one no different. I'm gonna be cordial with people just because everybody has different belief systems. So I'm not the type that's gonna hate on somebody because, oh, he's a Muslim, she's a Muslim. That's to each his own. Who am I to judge? Like I said, I don't have a heaven nor hell to put nobody in. I'm cordial with people, okay? But if somebody, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, this is just me. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. If someone is not really on my frequency, what do I mean by frequency? That means if I'm a Christian, or let's just say if I was a Muslim, okay, we just said, but I am a Christian, hypothetically speaking. If they're not on my level of being a Muslim, we don't have nothing in common. So I feel like, why are we hanging out? Like, I don't mind conversing with somebody. I'll sit and talk with somebody, but if they're not on my frequency and they don't have my belief system, to me, it's a waste of time hanging out with this individual. And I wouldn't advise people to marry people who are not on their frequency. What do I mean by frequency? It could just mean, being in the biblical. You're not on the same biblical standpoint. They're Christian, meanwhile you're a Muslim, or Buddhism, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But if you're not on the same belief system, in my opinion, this is going to cause trouble down the road, longevity. This is going to cause issues, y'all. And then if you're a Muslim and they might be an atheist or whatever, if you have children, it's going to confuse the children. They're not going to know if they need to be a part of the internal world or the external world. There's going to be a problem because the Muslim might be trying to tell him, no, you're being a part of the external world. Then the Christian might be saying, no, you're being a part of the internal world. This kid going to be going crazy. They're not going to know what to believe. What will you do if you're the Pope? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about, man? North 707, Cal, what's going on with you? If I'm the Pope, what are you saying? If I'm the police, what are you talking about, bro? But yeah, man, you could be a part of the, like I said before, external world and internal world could be good or bad, like I just said to y'all. External world could be basically you thinking that everything you see is cool. You might be 12, 13 years old. You might have never had a father figure growing up. Okay, let me read this right here. North 707, Cal, I bring this up because I think it's perfect example. I have the internal and external struggle meet. I mean, a lot of us are going through that, man. A lot of people, North 707, they're confused. And I'm going to say, right now, you're trying to figure it out. That's okay. You're confused, but you're trying to figure it out. But we can't be a part of both worlds. The problem is, North 707, a lot of people trying to be a part of the internal world and the external world. It cannot work both ways. You can't be, that means you're straddling the fence. And I'm not saying you today, okay? I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying in general. That means you're straddling the fence. What does that mean? You're playing both sides. You cannot do this. You're not going to succeed. When I say you, us as individuals will not succeed in life trying to play both sides. We cannot do this. You're going to either be a part of the internal world or the external world. You can't play both. You can't be a perfect Christian today and then next week you snorting powder up your nose. Then next week you're a Christian to this today. That's called being a lukewarm Christian. What do I mean by lukewarm Christian? Just the way it sounds. You're a Christian today, tomorrow you're a thug, the next day you're robbing the bank. No, you have to be one way. Now I get when you're trying to figure yourself out. This is different, y'all. When you're trying to figure it out, you're confused. But once you figure it out, once you know better, you have to learn to do better. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. Can I say it for the people in the back? Of course you can, son. Once you know better, Jesus Christ expects you to do better. So once you know better, you can no longer be following worldly trends. You're not supposed to anyway. Now, you may slack a little bit. I'm human. It may be times where I get away from certain things and I find myself going right back to them. This is normal behavior. This is normal behavior. I don't condone this, but at the end of the day, we are human. You may find yourself getting away from something. You may have been an ex-alcoholic, drink every day from sun up to sundown. Then you might be at a point where you might want to start back doing it again. You'll find yourself, then you have to get in alignment with him. Then again, you got to start reading your Bible and getting away from that. That's the external. External, like I said, external could be good or bad, depending on how you look at it. Somebody could look really, really great on the outside. This is external. Okay. This, like right now, what y'all looking at is external. Okay. This is external. I'm not to toot my own horn, but I look really good on the outside. Some of y'all look very great on the outside. But you tore up to the floor up in the inside. You might have bad lungs. I'm talking about physically. Physically, you could be tore up, like with your health, or you could be tore up just because you got a bad heart. You might have a bad heart, really. You really, really might have a bad heart. But a lot of people might have a bad heart because they negative. They got a cold heart. They might have grew up a certain way. And this may be why certain people react the way they react. You know what I mean? Okay, Thomas, what's going on with you? How we doing today, brother? Thank you for joining me on my channel. Didn't see you at church yesterday. Were you at church? Didn't see you, brother. I hope you're having a great and marvelous day, man. I just got finished getting me a good old workout in. Feeling good. Feeling real good, baby. Can you dig it? Yeah. So, yeah, man. Today, Thomas, we're talking about external world and internal world. Like I just broke it down to the people. I was telling them that being a part of the external world and being a part of the internal world could be good or bad, because basically what you look like on the outside, you might not really be that way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you say you was there. So a lot of people like to put on this facade. What's facade? A fake image. They want to look a certain way. They want to look like they a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, driving Bentleys, driving Mercedes-Benz. They just want to look like something they like. They try to fit it. They trying to be on a part of the external world. They might look good on the outside, to outer people, to people that don't know them. They might be like, oh man, that brother got it going on. But little do they know, they hurting in the inside. They driving that Bentley coupe, but they going home every night eating oodles and noodles. You see what I'm saying? That's why we have to learn not to get so caught up in external and internal. Because we on the outside sometimes, being the outsider looking in, we might think that brother or sister got it going on. This is why, y'all, we have to be very careful when we look at certain people and think they got it going on. We don't know what they are going through. We don't know what this individual had to go through to get what they have. Everything that look good ain't good. Everything that look like everything that look like it's good is not good. Some people, y'all, are really struggling. And a lot of people like to do that. a lot of people, that's a lot of people's problem. They want to look like something that they're not. Like I said, the previous job that I worked at, people would be out there buying $10 sandwiches off the food truck and making $15 an hour. You can't afford that sandwich every day. You see what I'm saying? That was them trying to be a part of the external world. External. You know, everybody's doing it, okay? So it's external, everybody can see it, but internal is things that individuals can't see. Only Jesus Christ knows what's internal. Internal are the things that people only know unless we tell them. This is why it's very important, y'all. This is why we cannot let the right hand know what the left hand is doing, because a lot of times people like to prey on our downfall. So when people ask you, what are you doing, or what type of career, just tell them, I'm walking with Jesus Christ. This is something that I still have to work on, y'all. When people want to know what you do, just tell them you in God's assignment. They're going to look at you like you crazy. God's assignment? What you mean? That's what I said. I am walking in God's assignment. Sometimes you gotta fake the phone. Because you let the right hand know what the left hand doing, they'll prey on your downfall. We have to be very careful and very mindful of this. Sometimes you got to look like you're a part of the external world. When you're really a part of the internal world. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do the opposite. Is making a child in bed a sin? No, I don't see how that would be a sin. I mean, if you're doing it with the wrong person, but you can't be just out here having sex with any and everybody, nice 34, 573, then that's when it becomes a sin. But if you're having sexual intercourse with your husband or your wife, or, you're doing it the right way, man and woman, woman and man, then it's not a sin to have sex in your bed if you are married. But if you just laying down with any and everybody, you having children outside of the marriage, that's a thing that seemed to be popular now. I'm not knocking nobody. My mother had me outside of marriage. Her and my father were together, but I'm not knocking nobody. But if you're doing it the biblical way and you're married to this individual, no, it's not a sin. There's no sin in that. If you're married to this person, then it's not a sin. Then technically, I don't know if it's a sin if you're not married. But I'm not going to knock you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have have kids outside of marriage. But at least if you having it with that person, you're not having it with 30 different people. I still don't condone it now. I would say you need to be married before just having children out of wedlock. I think I'm saying it right. I think wedlock means if you're not married. If I'm not saying it right, please forgive me. But no, that's not a sin. Especially when you're in alignment with this person. You and this person have the same frequency. Y'all married. You're doing it the biblical way. You're doing it the right way. No, there's no sin in that. There's no sin in that. Okay? So I want to clear that up now. Anybody have any questions for me? Anybody got any questions for me? I'm on here today. Let's talk. Drink some more of this protein shake. Yeah. But like I said before, when you don't know better, if you don't know better, how can you do better? I'm going to say that for the people in the back. If you don't know better, how can you do better? But this is not an excuse. Because, see, a lot of people choose not to want to know better because they feel like if they know better, God going to hold them accountable, as he should, rightfully so. So a lot of people would rather be content. What does content mean? That means a lot of people don't really want to know. They don't want to get better. Because they know once they get better, Jesus Christ is going to hold them to a higher standard. It's just like if your parents, right? When your parents know that you don't know better, they're not going to hold you to such a high standard. But once your parents have taught you what you need to know, as they should, rightfully so, they should hold you to a higher standard. That's the same way Jesus Christ is. When Jesus Christ know that you are lost in the sauce, and he know that you don't know no better, and you're following the external world, he's not gonna your punishment is not gonna be as severe. But once you know better, he expect more out of you. So I feel like a lot of people use that as an excuse. A lot of people don't want to try to get better because they know once they get better, Jesus Christ is gonna hold them to a higher standard. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But I know I'm telling the truth. This is not an opinion. This is facts. This is why a lot of people don't want to get better. This is why a lot of people might have drug habits. They might be a part of the external world. They might have drug habits. They might have things they need to work on. I'm not knocking them. But they feel like once they get better, people are going to hold them to a higher standard, as they should. As they should. As they should. You should be held to a higher standard. Once you know better, you do better. If you never played football a day in your life and you holding the football like this loosely and they pop it out your hand, the coach gonna say, okay, I know you did not know better. But once that coach show you how to hold that ball and you supposed to do it like that, he's going to expect you to minimize those mistakes. Now, granted, that does not mean that it's going to happen again. Okay, and I want to explain something else to y'all. When you're in the internal world was inside of you, how you feel. It is quite normal to sometimes fall back outside of be back in the external world. This is completely normal. Do not panic when this happens. That's just something called spiritual warfare, y'all. We're living in something right now that's called spiritual warfare at his finest. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He's out seeking souls like a lion. That's what he does. So sometimes the devil would try to confuse you. This is why I said we cannot when you have an internal soul, sometimes it's best to keep that stuff inside. You have to be very careful and mindful who we're sharing information to. You got an internal stuff. You might have it inside. You might know a lot of information. But sometimes you can't tell it to the external world. Because sometimes people will take that information and use it against you. Don't be that person. I am, like I said, y'all. I'm imperfect. I'm far from perfect, y'all. I do this sometimes, telling people more than what they need to know. Like I said, when people ask you what you do for a living, just tell them you walking with Christ. Sometimes you gotta throw them off. Sometimes you might have to tell them a little, I want to say white lie, but sometimes you have to do this to throw the devil off course. You just got to do that. Sometimes you got to look like you're a part of the external world. When you're really a part of the internal world. I'm not telling you to go out here and shoot up a bank or something like that because everybody else doing it. But sometimes you just got to tell people minimum stuff. Sometimes you have to. And like I said, we looking at the outer appearance. A lot of people look good on the outside. That's external. It's just like a trash can. Trash can might look real good on the outside, nice and clean. You look at it on the inside, that joker smell like butt. B-U-T-T. It stink bad. But on the outside, it look real good. It's polished furniture. You look at the inside, it's got mold building up in the inside. That's how a lot of us as individuals are. We look very great on the outside. Look good, no pimples. Got a nice bald head, you know what I'm saying? Looking good. Wiggling that jaw around. You see what I'm saying? We look real good on the outside, but a lot of us are tore up to the floor up in the inside. I'm going to be redundant here because I need y'all to really understand this message today. I'd much rather look good and feel good on the inside than put on a fake image for people on the outside. These people, y'all, that we try to look good for, like I say all the time, and I'm going to be very redundant. I'm a redundant person. You're going to notice that I'm going to repeat things a lot. These people do not have a heaven nor hell to put us in. So this is why I don't understand why we get so bent out of shape and trying to help and help people or put on a fake facade in front of people that really don't give a damn about us. Like I said, you at work, the job I used to work at, people buying $10 sandwiches every day and knowing they can't afford that. You making minimum wage. You can't afford that sandwich. You trying to look like something that they not. So you see everybody else buying a sandwich. If you got lunch in your lunchbox, why the hell you going to the food truck buying a $10 sandwich? Make it make sense. Why are you doing this? You trying to look like something that you're not. It's okay to eat them Roman noodles and bologna sandwich. You don't have to try to look like everybody else. Be internal. You just know on the inside, you looking at them shaking your head like, internal. You're not thinking it, but internal, you know what you got. See, a lot of people that's why a lot of people get robbed. They want to go out flashing money, want to be part of the external world. I want to just go out here flashing a bunch of money and make it look like I got it like that when I don't. Sit your ass down. I don't know who this message is for. Even if you do have it like that in this economy, be humble. You have to be humble because if not, Jesus Christ will take it from you. Sometimes you have to look like you're a part of the external world. Sometimes you got to, When people ask you what you're doing, you don't have to let them know what you're doing. Sometimes you got to be low key. Now, what do I mean by that? You know you got it like that. You know you got a Bentley or a Bentley coupe. You don't need to go back to the hood in that Bentley coupe. Don't go to the hood in that Bentley coupe. Sometimes you need to ride your little 1995 car over there. Sometimes you got to look like you're part of the external world. Sometimes you got to fit in with everybody else. So that's why I say external and internal could be good or bad. Because when you hanging around, when you're, let me explain something to y'all. Okay? When you are in alignment or God is really blessing you in your life, you'll notice when you're telling people that's a part of when you're internal and you got a lot of things that you know, when you start bragging about what God is doing for you, it'll make it seem like that you are bragging. It'll make it seem like you bragging because they're simply not on your frequency. This is what I have to be careful of. This is something I'm still guilty of. You telling people who are not on your frequency the stuff that God is doing for you that's internal for you. Everybody has their blessings. Everybody has their breakthroughs at their timing. But see, when you telling people who not on your frequency good news, it's going to make it seem like you bragging. And that's not even the case. That's because these people are low vibration. These people are low vibration. You might tell somebody, let me give an example of this. You might tell somebody you want to play football. You want to be the next NFL star. You want to be the next track star. They might say, well, girl, I wouldn't do that because you might tear your ankle up. You tore your ankle up. You ain't going to put that on me. This is why we have to be very careful of this. That's why I said, if they're not a scouter or somebody who can help you get to the next level, why in the hell are we telling these external people our business? If they're not a scout and somebody who can help us get to the next level, we don't really need to be telling them what we're doing. If you're a content creator and this person not a content creator and they just working an average 9-to-5 job, why the hell are we telling them what we're doing? They're not doing it. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the problem that I see. So we're trying to be so big and being boastful and telling everybody what we're doing. People hating on that. They preying on your downfall. So if they're not on your level or frequency, and sometimes a lot of people just like to yap. A lot of people are really not about what they're talking about. But if you know somebody is really walking in their assignment and doing what they're supposed to do, if God leads you, hey, good morning, Michaela. If God leads you to this individual, that's different. That's why I said, y'all, when you're in alignment with Jesus Christ, what's alignment? That means when you're walking in his calling, alignment. Okay? When you're walking in his assignment, he'll let you know the people that you can spill this information out to. But a lot of times we do things too premature. What does premature mean? That means when a baby is being born. It's being born too early. Sometimes we spill out information too early. Like I said, stop letting the right hand know what the left hand is doing. If I'm lying, I'm flying, y'all. I need y'all to do me a very serious favor, though. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button. That way, when I drop these vids, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are the first to be everything notified. I can't be bought. I can't be replicated. I can't be duplicated. You will never find another content creator like me. I am cut from a different cloth. How many people you know can wiggle their jaw like that right there? Not too many. That's why you need to hit the like, share, subscribe button. But if you don't, me, no, he ain't talking about me. Yeah, you. What you got on my drink, homie? None. Jesus, yeah, that's right. Call for Jesus. Larry, look like he dead. Nah, you ain't gonna put that on that brother yet. This brother got potential. We're gonna pray about this thing. Come on, Larry, come on. Do CPR. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. That part right there, the choice is yours. A lot of y'all thought you had me, didn't you? Guess what? I was just reloading. Boom, boom, I'm just getting started. I dare y'all to put that in the comment section below and say, I'm just getting started. I'm just loading up. I'm just loading up the pistol, baby. Yeah. Boom. Boom. That's it. Yeah, so if you don't hit the button, it's on you. I'm going to still drop content each and every day because I know the right individual will get the content and they will appreciate it. From a prophet, a man of God, which is me. Yeah. I don't care what you believe. I'm on God's assignment. There's somebody put that in the comment section below and say, I am on God's assignment. But anyway, y'all, I am done with this thing. I want y'all to bow your heads, close your eyes with me. Stay tuned. Because I might do another live today depending on how I feel. Bow your heads, close your eyes with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day today, Lord. This day that was not promised, Lord, but you see it anyhow. Lord, we have to, people have to learn to be, have a gift of discernment. What is a gift of discernment, Lord? First, people have to be in alignment with you. What is alignment? That means following your word, reading scriptures, saying your prayer, asking God to guide them through the day. But this cannot happen if they are a part of the external world. External is doing what everybody else does. That's being the external. Internal is doing things that you are doing. External could be good or bad, okay? Internal can be things that you can have you can look good on the outside, externally. You can look good, build up, nice body shape, Coca-Cola bottles stacked up like buttermilk pancake. The brother might look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He might have a bad soul. So we got to learn the difference between external and internal. There is a big difference. There's a complete big difference. Listen, y'all, I'm out of here like last year. Boom. Peace. I'm out. Bless you. One.